What the research says is that we have to be very careful with familiarity, because as we learn more about something, our curiosity decreases. And so if you want kids to get highly motivated, you tell them just enough to get them really hooked. And what we find is that students really gravitate toward those books when teachers do that little bit of book selling. The fourth element of the classroom context that's so critically important is really getting students to talk about text. What students talk about is what they learn best and remember the longest. And what our research tells us that in most classrooms, students rarely if ever get an opportunity to talk beyond the word or the phrase level. Now I want to talk about how this plays into the reading context. What really pays off is getting students to talk about text and using text language as they talk, that wonderful vocabulary that authors use. And one way to do that is if you have a self-selected reading period or an independent reading period where students are all reading books of their own choosing, take the last 3 minutes of that period and have students turn to a partner. And what they do is they simply talk for 30 seconds to a minute about what they read that day. You're free to talk to your partner, but you have to talk about what you read today. Now what that does is it makes students more accountable for the reading that they're doing during self-selected reading time, but they love the idea of getting to talk to their partner. Now their partner has read something entirely different, and so the partner is going to be talking to them about the book that they have read. What we have found is that in classrooms that do this over a period of time, more partners tend to read the same books, because I hear a little bit about Frog and Toad, and the more you tell me about Frog and Toad, the more I think, ooh, I could read that book. And so it's highly motivating.